Today I'm going to talk about how to set a goal. This may kind of shock you, but it's more a realistic way how you can set a goal. The main importance here is you want to set a goal where something you can achieve, not other people are going to do. An example of this, like say if you have a YouTube channel and your goal is to have 400,000 subscribers, that's not a goal because you're allowing other people to influence it, and you can't control what people do. You can't control the market. What a good goal would be is to put out a YouTube video and edit it every day. That will be your goal, and you might bump into 400,000 subscribers. That's a very good possibility at that. And the second thing I'm going to talk about today is this got me a really interesting point. Let's talk about negotiating and the MGTOW lifestyle on negotiating. It's very interesting because I'll give you a scenario of this. But to be able to be a good negotiator, first of all, generally good negotiators have other people set the price first. When you have other people set the price first, they're going to set it to a realistic low end or maybe the high end. You don't know. But have them set the goal first, and before you go in, you do your homework and to find out how much this particular item is first. Do your homework first, then have them set the price. Then when you negotiate, trying to find out about them, their story, their background, what values they have, the time they have. That stuff can be very important in negotiating, which I'm going to tell you a story after this. It's very important to negotiate that way. Now, what if you need to go down? Be real stingy on going down, and don't go down fast. That's the point right there. But here's an example that could happen. Well, let's say that there's this guy and we're in a depression type of situation. This guy decides to throw off all his money on women. That's what he does. He pays for dates. He does all that. Now you're in a depression type of era. Then he goes up to another guy who does not pedalize women, and he's living in the same era. Well, the guy who had to pay for the dates is going to have less leverage than the guy who does not pedalize women. So what's going to happen here is you need to know the story about the guy. Now the guy is getting married to a woman with more red flags than a Chinese parade. So they're getting married. And they're getting married about 5 years. And this is the 5-year range. Now problems are going to start to happen. And what's going to end up happening is she's going to start complaining because the economy is bad, is in a depression era. But this guy who did not pedalize women and got prepared for situations like this is living okay. He's just selling something to pay the bills. And he didn't need it. I need a luxury. So he's going to take that money and invest it into something else. But this guy who's pedalizing women is going to use the money to try to survive, or needs the item to survive. That's a big difference. That's why you should never pedalize them, and it does affect your negotiating skills.